Okay. Hi, it's Ashley from Ashley and Amaya. Today I'm going to talk about the time that
Her brother tried to shoot her.
my brother almost killed me. Look, little girl, you don't need to be talking. Go over there and play.
Okay.
Okay, so, I was pregnant. I was 16. Amaya, where's those pictures I had? Go get them so I can show them what my brother looks like. That ain't it. I'm gonna have to start over. Oh, no, they're right here. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, so this is my brother. Can you see? Me and my brother. We're twins, and he's a psycho. Him again. I don't have very good pictures of him right now. And then here's a picture of when how old I was when it happened. I was 16. Why is it glaring like that? I was 16 and I was pregnant. Okay, so he's a psycho, and one day he tried to hit me when I was pregnant, and he was like, I hope you and that little bastard die. So I said, okay. I went over to my friend's house, which is a dude. I hung out with like all dudes. And like all my really good guy friends were there, and they were like, what? He can't get away with that. He can't hit you. You're pregnant. So they went over there to fight him. And my friend Joe, my closest friend, he was my best friend, he was going to fight my brother one-on-one. Well, my brother opens up, we knock on the door or whatever. My brother opens up the side door and he pulls a rifle out on us. And so he starts shooting at us. And we take off running, and I'm standing there like, hide behind me, hide behind me. My brother's not gonna shoot me. My brother's not gonna shoot me. And all of a sudden, boom, a bullet comes flying past my hair. Like I could literally feel that bullet go through my hair and the wind on my face. And I was like, oh hell no. I took cover so freaking fast. That little devil shot at me. And so and so we were like, well, let's just leave and get our thoughts together, and maybe we'll come back and catch him when he doesn't have his gun. And so we called the cops came. The neighbors called the cops, and they like blocked off the whole street, and we just got out of there. So then the next day I get with my sister, and we're over at my friend's house again, and we tell her what happened, and she's like, well, let's go over there now and see what happens, because he was all messed up on Xanax the night before. I don't think he'll shoot at us with, he's not on those pills now. And so we went over there, and the night before it was nighttime, so this is the middle of the day now. We go over there, and he comes outside, and my friend Joe, my good friend, he's like, why don't you just fight me like a man? You think you can just beat on pregnant women and da-da-da-da-da. And so James comes outside with this rifle, and he shoots it at us. Well, he put the wrong bullet in the gun, and it made like an explosion sound because he ran out of bullets. So he put a different one in there, and it made like this explosion sound. And so we all were hiding, and then we realized he didn't have any bullets left. So Joe runs up on him, and he's like, okay, now we can fight. You ain't got no bullets left. And he's trying to take the gun from him, trying to take the gun, and James swings that gun like this, and pow! Hits Joe in the ear. The barrel to the shotgun breaks in half, and Joe's ear is just dangling. Like dangling. and he's bleeding everywhere. Next thing you know, my dad comes flying up like, what's going on? And I'm like, Dad, James just hit Joe with the gun and it broke and Joe's bleeding, his ears hanging off. And he's like, why don't you get in the backyard, both of you, and fight like a man, fight like men? So Joe's like, I'm down, even though his ear's hanging off. So he's like, I'm down, and he goes into the backyard. My brother goes into the backyard, and there's like the side of our the back of our house off of the deck. My dad collected all these antique tools, so there's like all these antique tools hanging off the side of the deck. And so my brother and Joe my dad's like, fight, and he makes him start fighting, and Joe is just whooping my brother's ass. And he's like gouging my brother's eyes out, everything, just whooping his ass dirty. So James is trying to grab all these tools off the house and hit Joe with them. And my dad keeps snatching them away like, fight like a man, fight like a man. If you get your ass beat, you get your ass beat. You shouldn't have been hitting your pregnant sister. So overall, James got his ass whooped. And by the time that fight was done, the whole white part in his eyes, both of his eyes were nothing but red blood puddles. He was all fucked up, like black eyes, fat lips. He got beat up by someone smaller than him whose ear was dangling down. And then we rushed Joe to the hospital after that, and he got his ear sewed up and it was all good. And then we, went out. And but that was crazy. It was crazy. And we called the cops and they didn't even come that time because they were just there the night before, and they said they were sick of coming to our house. They come to our house every single day. But my brother shot at me and a bullet, I swear to God, I thought I was safe standing out there, and he did not hold me up. That boy shot right at me and that bullet went right through my hair. If it would have been like this much closer, he would have killed me. He would have shot me right in the head. And I was pregnant, and we were only 16 years old because he's my twin. And that's just one of the stories of my crazy past and my crazy family. My brother's in jail right now. So that's why I have to show pictures of him. I'll find some more to show, some more pictures, and try to find the picture of my friend Joe whose ear was all messed up. But that's the end of that story. I just thought I would tell about the time my brother tried to kill me and shoot at me 2 nights in a row. So that's it for now. If you want to hear any more stories from Ashley or see Amaya act crazy and throw fits and play and do cute things, subscribe, comment, favorite, like. Thank you. Love you all. Mwah. Hope you liked my story.